So yesterday we have seen, right, some implementation. So let me just go down in this way. Okay, fine. So we have created some data yesterday. If you just remember, we have written some SQL query here where we can dynamically store it. So we have done it, and then let me just make it bigger. Yeah, and we are getting the input parameters from the payload, like we are mapping them here, right? Payload dot id from the postman here. If we go to this place, see here, so we are mapping these fields here in our AnyPoint Studio, all these details. So now let me just go to this place, and before that let me go for the dbeaver and check how many details have been created. So if you see here, there are 3 details have been created. So yesterday we were trying to retrieve the data. So let me go here, and if you just see here, let me put 1. Customer id is equals to 1. So it's not giving that because I think build is not running. So that is the reason it's not giving the output. So now let us see what is the logic we have written in our get call, means from the get flow. So what we have written here, there is a SQL query, means we have used select operation from the database. From, if you go here, you can see multiple operations right here. So we have selected select operation in order to retrieve the data. So that is where we need to give the SQL query for retrieving the data. So we have to select, like this is the query, select star from, it will be a table name where customer id is equals to customer id, means this will be coming from the query parameters of our postman. Means from our raml we have written in such a way that we have to capture the customer id. On basis of customer id, we need to capture the data of each and every customer. So that is why here, if you observe input parameters, so this is the place where we are going to map with our query parameter. So that's why this customer id, so where, which this one, we are just mapping it. So this is the like syntax for retrieving, means for accessing the query parameters. So attributes dot query parameters dot, let me just remove this and we will maybe just type it one more time. Okay, so once you just attributes dot, so you are getting the suggestions, so you can just type query parameters. So you are getting the suggestion here, and you can just enter dot. If you see, like you can see, right, already there is a query parameter that we have mentioned in our raml. So you can just select it and you can just save it. So yesterday we were like, if you remember, we were getting only all the time it was coming constant. There is only one record, it is coming constantly. That is because here in the transformation message it was mentioned in that way. So let me show you one more time. Like when we are generating, it is from the raml, it is going to capture the example details. If you see here, see in this case also it is coming from the raml only. So the same way here it has captured Harish and all the details in the object format. So that was the reason it was giving all the time same, I mean same response. Okay, so now what I have done, so I have just converted our incoming, means once after like we have already inserted the data. So now we are retrieving the data, right? So that retrieving of data, I am just converting it into JSON format, and I'm just giving it payload. So that is when it will convert the incoming response into a JSON format. So let me just run the build for now. So let us wait, let it get deployed. So build is successful and let it get deployed. So it has deployed. Now let us go here and just like we have seen, right, there are three data, means there are three records here in the database. So let me go to this Anypoint Studio. No, not the Anypoint Studio. Let me go to the Postman. Now I am giving the customer ID is equals to 1. So let me just hit send. So for customer 1, what is the data here in our database? If you go to this place, dbware, see, it's giving Suchi 29 YTR Bangalore Karnataka India. So similarly we are getting the output here, and let me just put 2 here now. So send it. So now for the customer ID 2 Harish, and then all the details are coming. Similarly for 3 also. See Alex, and then 25 Alex at the edge. So it is changing, right, automatically when we are giving the data.
Yes.
Yeah. So now like let me just go to the post call now. Okay, like we will discuss that later, like what I will do now. So we will go to the next operation now in our implementation. So what is our next implementation? So we will do the update. So for the updating there is like one more connector here if you see. So what will be the connector like from here? So we need to take the
Update.
so update. So we are going to just drag and drop the update here, and we will start our configuration for this particular component.
For
So
every connector, we need to do configuration.
no, we don't have to do already. Like if you go to your global elements, so already database configuration is done.
Okay.
So that will be present. You can just select from the drop down. See, database configuration is there. So I can just select it. Only the thing you need to just keep in mind is you need to give the query. It should be correct query. Okay, so now you wanted to update the data. So now you do not know the query. You can go to the Google and you can search for update query, and you will get that particular query from here, and according to that you can just modify it. Okay, so let me just take this one and I will go to the db1. So I'm going to put it, and I'm just going to replace with the table name here and column, right? So column 1 means id, and is equals to, we need to pass the same thing here again, means we need to dynamically pass, right? So that's why you need to just pass in that way only. Similarly you need to pass all the details, because we do not know like when customer is going to change what, right, which detail is going to modify, we do not know. So you just need to put it like this, is equals to, let me just remove this one, because we will put in the where condition, where id is equals to, like that we will put age, email, so we need to put is equals to. Similarly, for all the fields we can just mention. You know, right, the colon what it represents. So that is the syntax for sending the data dynamically. So state and then country last finally. So now we are done with our this one, and condition we need to write. So where, so customer ID is equals to customer ID. Okay, so now we are going to place this one in our query section. Okay, so now okay, fine. So now we have given our query. So now we have to take the input parameters. Here how we will take input parameters? The same way, right? Like we have given input parameter for our case in our post method. Like we need to map these all fields again, so that whatever the data is coming, right, from the, like we need to update the data. So I'll just copy this one and I will just paste it here. Means we need to pass this data from the payload itself for updating the data. So I will just remove this one and I will put like this. So now it means that now we wanted to pass the data. So now let me just go here, and so we are just putting the message here. Let me remove this all these details. This is not required.
No, go to update connector.
Okay.
Here we didn't mention the customer ID, no? Here.
Here.
Where customer ID?
Correct. So we are going, we need to pass, right, on what basis?
Okay.
So that's why where this is the customer ID, right, where customer ID equals to. So I'll tell you, like let me just finish this. You'll understand while we go to the postman. You'll understand. So now we need a put call. So we will take the put call and we will just take till here. Yeah, this one. So this will be the common for every request, and then we do not know what is the resource path. So now we can go to our any point studio, I mean not the studio, platform. From the design center you can copy. So you go here, what is the put call here? So update
Okay.
customer. So you can just copy this and let me go to the postman. Now we need to pass a body, right? Means we need to update some data. So for that we need to pass a data. So like let me go to the post method. So id, right, id equals to, let me just take this one, these two values, and I'm going to put here. So I wanted to modify with id1, and I want to modify the, it's not name, let me just modify some other data. I want to modify email, let's say. So now email, I'm not modifying all the data, only 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 one field I'm just modifying it. If you go to this database, like what is the email here? See YTR, it is there for customer ID 1. So now what we are going to do? We are going to just replace suchi @gmail.com. So let me just send now. Let us see if it is deployed or not. Like we have made some changes, right? So you can see it got successfully started. Now let me send. See, you can see, right? Okay, company details. Okay, fine. Let me see what is there here. because here like it should be customer details actually. Customer details updated successfully. Now like we can see, right, company details updated successfully. So because this one came because from the example of our design center, right, we have made our raml. From the raml it has
Yeah.
taken company details. So now we have updated our code, means the message we have updated, it will automatically get updated. That's okay. So now let us go to the dbeaver and just cross verify if the details have been updated or not properly. We have updated the email. So let us run. I think it's getting connected, just wait. You can see now it has connected. Now it's running. See now. Okay, okay, I think it's getting modified. You understood, right, why it's getting modified fully?
Yeah, we have given that of full payload, right? So that
No, no, here you are seeing, right,
null.
it has replaced everything. You know why? What is the reason?
In upload connector, we have given all query parameters. I think we didn't give them.
No, no, see, in here we are using the put method, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's modifying everything. So let me do one thing. Let me just
అట్లా కాదు ఇప్పుడు ఎనీ పాయింట్ స్టూడియో అని చెప్పి
స్టూడియోకి వెళ్ళాలా? ఓకే,
అప్డేట్
ఓకే.
ఇక్కడ సెట్ కస్టమర్ ఇవన్నీ ఇచ్చినాం కదా ఇక్కడ అప్డేట్ కి. కాకపోతే మనం ఇచ్చింది కస్టమర్ ఐడినా ఈమెయిల్ ఒకటి అప్డేట్ చేయమన్నాం కదా, అందుకే అదొకటి అప్డేట్.
అవును. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తామంటే మనం జస్ట్ డేటా అనేది మొత్తం ఒకసారిగా పంపించేద్దాం. సో ఇక్కడ 1 1 మనం పార్షియల్గా అది మనం చేసాం యాక్చువల్లీ. పార్షియల్ అప్డేట్ చేసినాం. సో పార్షియల్ అప్డేట్ చేసినప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, పుట్ మెథడ్ యూస్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ చూడు, మనం అప్డేట్ చేసిన అది కూడా వచ్చింది, కస్టమర్ డీటెయిల్స్ అప్డేటెడ్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్లీ. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి మనం జస్ట్ మళ్ళీ క్వెరీ రన్ చేద్దాం. సి ఇట్ హ్యాస్ అంటే మళ్ళీ నీట్గా వచ్చేసింది. నేను ఇవన్నీ ఈమెయిల్ అన్నీ మార్చలేదు అనుకుంటా చూడు. సో అలెక్స్ అన్నీ అట్లా వచ్చినాయి. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం చేంజెస్ చేయాలి. ఇప్పుడు చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి, మనం ఇంకొక మెథడ్ యూస్ చేయాలి యాక్చువల్లీ. సో ప్యాచ్ మెథడ్. ఇక్కడ ప్యాచ్ మెథడ్ యూస్ చేస్తే మనకు వర్కౌట్ అవ్వదు. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ మనం అప్డేట్, రైట్, సో అప్డేట్, ఓకే ఫైన్. ఒకసారి చూద్దాం. ప్యాచ్ మెథడ్ యూస్ చేస్తున్నాను. సో యూస్ చేసి ఇప్పుడు జస్ట్ ఇవన్నీ రిమూవ్ చేసేస్తా. సో లెట్ us see if it is getting updated or not. చూడు, మెథడ్ నాట్ అలౌడ్ అని వస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే మనం ఇక్కడ పుట్ మెథడ్ మాత్రమే యూస్ చేసాం. ఇప్పుడు మనకు సపోజ్ నువ్వు అన్నట్లు ఇక్కడ మనం అన్నీ పాస్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఇక్కడ ఈ అప్డేట్ క్వెరీలో మనకు ఓన్లీ ఫ్యూ ఒక్కటి మాత్రమే పాస్ చేయాలన్నప్పుడు లైక్ ఒక్కటే మనం పాస్ చేయాలి. ఇక్కడ ఈమెయిల్ అనేది మాత్రమే పాస్ చేస్తే అప్పుడు మనకు ఈమెయిల్ అనేది అప్డేట్ అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు మనకు పార్షియల్గా అప్డేట్ చేయాలి. అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి, ఇంకొక రిసోర్స్ మనం ఇంకొకటి క్రియేట్ చేసి ఉండాలి మన ర్యామెల్లో. దానికి మనం ప్యాచ్ మెథడ్ని ఇవ్వాలి. సో అప్పుడే మనకు కరెక్ట్గా అది అప్డేట్ అవుతుంది. అర్థమైంది కదా? Got it right? Okay. So now we are done with our update method as well. Means from the put method, put method also we have updated properly. And let me just do Control Z here so that. So what this put method will do? If you wanted to like update any data, then it will update. If that particular record is not present, what it will do? So suppose now I have one. So now I'm just updating the customer ID 4, which is not there. I will give Hemant and 29 Hemant, and then let me just give Bangalore here. So Bangalore, and state is Karnataka, and then so now what will happen? Let us send it. So now my ID 4 is not present. Customer ID is not present in our database. If you see here, sorry. If you see here, customer ID 4 is not present, but I'm just giving it as a put method. So at that time, what put method will do? If it is present, it will update. If it is not there, it will create a new record again. If you just see, it's not updated. It should get updated here. What happened? Okay, fine. Let me just send one more time. It should get updated here. Let me see. I don't know, but it should get updated. But actually, it should come as a new record. Okay, that's fine. So for now, let us continue with our implementation for the delete method now. So for delete method, what is the method we like? What is the operation we need to take from here? So we need to take delete operation from the database module. Okay, so now already we have a global configuration, right? Means from the global elements we just need to take the database configuration. So let us just select the database configuration, and you need to delete any record. So at that time there is a one more query, right? So delete query. So delete from, you have to give the table name. So table name, let me just copy it from here, otherwise there may be a chance that we would have given the wrong information. Table, and like we have to give the where condition, where customer ID, right? So let me just customer ID is equals to, and then we need to pass the customer ID dynamically. So now in our case, customer ID, what is the customer ID that we need to just pass? It's a query parameter, right? In our case, so we are passing that as a query parameter. So now we need to just enable this function, like functional module, and we just need to give the, which is like, this is just nothing but it's, we can say function, or we can say expression mode as well. Okay,
Okay.
now we need to put, what is the syntax for this?
Payload dot.
Not payload, attributes, right? Customer ID is a query parameter, because we are not, like for the delete method we don't have the body, right? We are passing it as a query parameter from our raml. I will show you the raml also, like if you are getting
Okay.
confused. So customer ID. So now let us go to the raml here. See here, we are passing it as a query parameter, right? We are not passing it as a body. We can pass it as a body, but we are passing it as a query parameters here in our raml. Like I said, right, on that day, how many ways we can pass the input parameters? Through headers we can pass, through query
Body.
parameters, body. So all those, like we are having multiple options to pass, but here we are using query parameter. Okay, so now let us see, you can see the error has gone now, and let us go here. So for ID, like let me just not put like in this way. Customer details has been deleted successfully. Let us keep it in this way. We can put like we can pass the customer id also, but still we are not in that stage. So let us just be in this stage only, because we can use the data view expression and we can put the email means the id also, like we can concatenate here. So when we go to our data view, at that time we will just make it that changes. Okay, so now is it deployed? Okay, let me just stop it and run. I don't know, like I am not seeing this application started successfully. So let me just run it. Harish, like now we are sending the data, means we are sending the request right here. So when we are sending the request, how will this application know that it has to go to this that particular method only? How will it know? Do you have any idea?
No,
Yes or no?
no.
Okay, so we will see that also. Okay, so let us
Oh,
finish this operation and we will see that how it is getting like passed to this particular method only. So what is responsible for that, we will see.
okay,
So it is deployed now. So let us go to the postman and we need to have one new method here. So delete. So delete and then let us take the base path, which is common for all the APIs, means for all the flows, and we need to, so we do not know the path, right? So we can go here. So we can just take the resource path from here, but in real time you need to build your own path. Okay,
okay,
so that's why we are building our own path here now. So now we need to pass it as a query parameter. So how to pass a query parameter? So we need to use the question mark customer id is equals to 1. So now I wanted to delete customer id 1. So let me send it. Why it's giving this? Let us go here. Is it deployed? Yeah, something is wrong, right? Customer id. Okay, maybe that could be the wrong one. So what I will do, I'll just go here and let me, okay, anyways, already we have in our get call, right? So I will go to this get call and I'll just copy this particular one. Maybe this could be the wrong, maybe I would have given wrongly. So I'll just replace this like this and I will give 1. Still it's giving why 8082, maybe 8083, right? Our endpoint, I have given 8082 here. I just copied from previous one. So you can see this port is not correct. So let me put 8083. In our listener it is 8083 only. Let me just cross verify. If we go to this listener configuration and let me just edit. See 8083, right? So that's why it's not executing. So let me just send. So now it's running. See customer details has been deleted successfully. Now let us cross verify and like which customer has to be deleted now?
first,
Customer id 1, right? So now let me just run this particular one. So let us cross verify. This one should get deleted now. So if it is taking more time, you can just cancel it and then you can just rerun it from here again. So let us wait. So let me cancel it. See, now it has run, but still it is showing error only. So let me just rerun it. See, now the detail id one was deleted properly. So similarly you can pass like that in n number of ids. Now 3 I wanted to. So here you need to provide appropriate message, Harish, so that
Okay.
like the customer can understand. Here specifically for each customer we can mention as I mentioned before, but we need to be in like know, like we should know the data view in order to get that particular functionality. So let me just rerun it from here. Now customer 3 should be deleted, so it has been deleted. So now like we have completed all the four methods, right?
Yes.
Creating the details, modifying the details, and retrieving the details, and deleting the details. So in real time also we will perform only these four operations only mostly, but different APIs we will connect and then we will do these operations. But for your understanding, like to keep it very simple, we have just made only four calls and very in a very simpler method, so that this same methods only you need to use it in the real time as well. Okay. So
ఇప్పుడు కస్టమర్ డీటెయిల్స్ థౌజండ్స్ లో ఉన్నాయనుకో,
okay.
సో అప్పుడు పోస్ట్ మెథడ్ అన్నిటికీ చేయాలా థౌజండ్స్ కి?
సో అది చేయాలంటే మనం ఇంకొక కాన్సెప్ట్లోకి ఎంటర్ అవ్వాలి, అది రేపు డిస్కస్ చేద్దాము. అదేంటంటే సో కండిషనల్ బేస్డ్గా మనము అది ప్రాసెస్ చేయాలి డేటా.
ఓకే.
సో కండిషనల్ బేస్డ్గా అంటే ఎట్లా, ఇప్పుడు మనకు థౌజండ్స్ ఆఫ్ రికార్డ్స్ ఉన్నాయనుకో, అప్పుడు ప్రతిసారి వెళ్ళి మనము ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ డీటెయిల్ మనం ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చి చేయడం అనేది ఫిజిబుల్ కాదు. ఇక్కడ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ టైం మనం ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి ప్రతి ఒక్కదానికి ఇచ్చి ఇవ్వడం అనేది మనకు ఫిజిబుల్ కాదు. అలాంటప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం, మనము డేటా అనేది అరేలాగా లైక్ సెండ్ చేస్తాం డేటా. అరే అంటే ఇట్స్ ఎ కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ డేటా. ఇట్లా మనం మల్టిపుల్ కస్టమర్ డీటెయిల్స్ అనేవి మనం పంపించవచ్చు. పంపించినప్పుడు అది 1 by 1 ప్రాసెస్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. సో అది మనం కండిషనల్ బేస్డ్, అంటే మనకు ఫర్ ఈచ్ స్కోప్ ఒకటి ఉంటుంది మన ఇందులోనే ఎనీ పాయింట్ స్టూడియోలోనే ఫర్ ఈచ్ స్కోప్ అని ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. అవన్నీ మనం ఇంకా డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం, చాలా ఉన్నాయి ఇంకా. ఇక్కడ మనం ఒకవేళ స్కోప్స్ అని టైప్ చేసామనుకో, ఇక్కడ అన్నీ వస్తాయి స్కోప్స్. సో కోర్ ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళినాం అనుకో, చూడు ఇక్కడ. సో బ్యాచ్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి చూడు ఇక్కడ. ఎండ్ పాయింట్స్, స్కెడ్యూలర్ అంటే కొంతమంది స్కెడ్యూలర్స్ లాగా పాస్ చేయాలనుకుంటారు, అప్పుడు స్కెడ్యూలర్స్. సిమిలర్గా ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు అడుగుతున్నట్లు చూడు ఇక్కడ ఫర్ ఈచ్ స్కోప్ అన్నీ ఉంటాయి చూడు. అసింక్ స్కోప్, ఫర్ ఈచ్ స్కోప్, ప్యారలల్ ఫర్ ఈచ్. సో నువ్వు అడుగుతున్న కేసుకి మనం ఫర్ ఈచ్ యూజ్ చేసి మనం ప్రాసెస్ చేయాలి రికార్డ్స్. ఫర్ ఈచ్ మనం ఇది డిస్కస్ చేసేటప్పుడు నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను, ఓకేనా?
ఓకే.
ఓకే. సో నౌ లెటస్.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్ మీద వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు? ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్ మీద వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు?
రియల్ టైంలో ఉంటున్నావా? మాది వెబ్టెక్ అని చెప్పి ఒక క్లయింట్ ఉన్నారు, సో వాళ్ళకి. సో ఒకవేళ చూపిస్తా కావాలంటే. సో వెబ్టెక్, సో ఇది మా క్లయింట్ ఇప్పుడు. సో ఇదన్నమాట యుఎస్ రైల్వే వాళ్ళది. సో వీళ్ళదే ఇప్పుడు మేము ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నది. ఓకే.
ఓకే.
సో now let us go back. So now like we do not know like how the requests are coming to the each and every flow when we are hitting in our postman. So for that you need to understand this particular router. So this router what it does, so it will take the request from the postman or in the client, and it will redirect to, means this particular API kit router only is responsible for taking the means incoming request and send to the appropriate flows. So this is responsible actually API kit router. It will validate the incoming request and then it will redirect it. So now let us see, like I'll stop this. So now let me, so today we will see the structure of mule event also. Yesterday I showed you in documental way, but today let us see in reality how it comes. So let us run our build in our debug mode. So in order to stop our flow, we need to put a breakpoint. If you see here, let me just see here, you are having this option, right? When you are keeping your mouse on this, you can just do right click. So you will see a add breakpoint. So once you add it, so it will stop when we are sending our request, right? So it will stop, it will come here and it will stop. You can place it anywhere in your flow and you can place it anywhere, that's okay. But for now I wanted to start from the beginning. So let me just start in our debug mode. So now I wanted to create the data. For creating the data, right, I have deleted few records. So let me just remove all this. Okay, so now let me remove this as well, and I want to create id1 with, so Marcos 25, okay, from France. So let us see if it has deployed. So you need to click S so that it will come into the debug mode. So here our mule event will be displayed once we send our request. So now you can see it got deployed. Now let us go here and let us send the request. Now let us go here. See, now you can see the mule event here. Now I showed you, right, in our mule event. Do I have it opened? Let me just see in the history. Drawing.io. Yeah, so I think this one only. We have seen, right, our mule event. So mule event consists of mule message, and mule message consists of payload and attributes, variables and a error description. So now let us go back to our flow. So here if you see attributes are there and payload is there and variables also it is there, you can see, right? We will have this, but these are all not very much important. But mainly we are having attributes and payload and variables, and you are not seeing the error description, right? We will not see the error description until an error occurs. So now
Okay.
okay, hello,
Yes, bro. Can you
Under,
hear me?
understood?
Yes.
So you are seeing the mule event now. So here you are seeing the attributes. So in attributes you can see, right, you are having the headers and like all this, like you can see, right, the local address means it is running in our this in this local address. And what is the listener path, means the base path we have given, right? So that API, all these details you can see in the attributes. See query parameters. So now for now query parameter size is 0. So the path we are seeing is, see, create customers, all those details will be there here. You can access it by, like, how to access it, attributes dot query. If it is query parameter, we can go with the query parameter. If you want to see the method, query parameters dot, like we can that head means attributes dot method, attributes dot, like that you can just mention in our expression mode. So now let us just go forward. So now what is the method we have triggered here? So it's the post method, right? That's why you are seeing create customer here. If you just scroll down, see create customers. So that path you are seeing here. So now let us just go forward. So let it just see, it has come to this particular flow. Means this API kit router is only responsible for sending the request to each and every flow, whichever we are triggering. So in interview they might ask, like what is the use of API kit router? So what you can answer? So it is responsible for validating the incoming request and send it to the appropriate flows. So you can answer in that way. So now if you see, previously payload everything was empty, right? So now you can see payload here. Whatever we are sending in our payload, that you can see here, all the details. Now if you go here, do you see any attributes? Means like headers. So header size is 0. Means, so sorry, see there are multiple headers here now. It is not very much recommended to see at this point of time. You'll get confused. So now let us see if there are any query parameters. So still there are no query parameters, right? Because we are not passing any query parameter in our post method, only body we are sending. That's why the query parameter is 0. So now let us just go forward. See, now variable has come with one particular variable size, it has increased. So let us just go forward like that. So we are done with our post method. Means you are able to see, right, all the event how it is getting. So now let me just remove this customer. Now we wanted to see the error case. So now just send again. I said, right, until and unless there is an error, it will not show the, it means in the mule event it will not show until and unless there is an error. So currently there is no error. Now let me just go forward. See, now error has occurred. Now if you go down, see, an error object got added here in our mule event. Okay, so now let me
Okay.
open this. So you can see the description, right? So no, not accessible dot value obtained from the method get dot description. Means this create customer is not available, because in our raml if you see, create means create customers is there, but customer is not there. So that's the reason it is giving the error. And you can see the type, means error type also, API kit not found. Means this API kit is not able to find the this path. Customer means create customer, it is not able to send. So you, like you got it right. When error occurs, then only that particular error description thing will come into our mule event. Okay, so now
Okay.
let me just, okay, let me just pass it. So now let us go back to our, now let me just go here. Now we need to get the data. So 8083, right, for the customer ID 1. So let me just send, and let us go back to our debug mode. So now again error has come, means the error has not come till here because there is no error. Now payload is empty. If you see, there is nothing here in our payload. Now just go forward. Now if you see here, in our attributes we need to see one attribute for the query parameters. So now query parameter size is 1 because customer ID is there, right, in our case. So customer ID 1. Previous case, in post method we are not using any query parameter, that's why we did not see any query parameter. So now let me just go forward, and it will come to this particular flow. Means it has come, right? So now it has to print the final one. And let me go back to our, see, you are seeing the response of that particular customer ID 1. You got it right? The,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, so that is the mule event. So I did not show practically on that, means yesterday. So that's why I'm just debugging it and I'm just showing it today.
Sure.
Okay. So like you have any doubts here? So I'm done for the day today. So tomorrow we will discuss the I mean this I'm getting the resound actually. Hello.
Yes, bro.
I'm getting resound from your side actually. I mean I'm able to hear my voice only.
Oh, wait. 1 minute.
Okay. Hello.
ఏమంటున్నారు బ్రో మీరు?
నా వాయిస్ నాకే వినిపిస్తుంది అంటున్నాను.
అవునా? 1 minute.
ఓకే.
ఇప్పుడు బ్రో?
ఇప్పుడు ఓకే.
Sure.
సో మనం ఏమేమి డిస్కస్ చేసినాం? సో క్రౌడ్ ఆపరేషన్స్ మనం కంప్లీట్ చేసేసుకున్నాం ఆల్రెడీ. ఈ రోజుతో క్రౌడ్ ఆపరేషన్స్ అయిపోయినాయి. ఓకే. సో మనం మ్యూల్ ఈవెంట్ కూడా చూసాం అండ్ మ్యూల్ ఈవెంట్లో ఏమేమి వస్తున్నాయో కూడా అన్నీ చూసాం. సో ఇందులోని లైక్ ఇప్పుడు వరకు జరిగిన మనం డిస్కస్ చేసినవన్నిట్లో నీకేమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయని అడుగుతున్నాను.
ఏం లేవు.
సో కొంచెం ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే లైక్ ఎక్కడైనా స్టక్ అయితే చెప్పు. సో మనం డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం.
ఓకే.
సో రేపు చాయిస్ రౌటర్ డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. మీన్స్ కండిషనల్ బేస్డ్ చాయిస్ రౌటర్ అండ్ ఫర్ ఈచ్ స్కోప్ ఎందుకు యూస్ చేస్తాం, ఎలా యూస్ చేస్తాం అనేది రేపు డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. అంటే రేపు కాదు, ఇంకా మండేనే. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే.
రేపు సాటర్డే కదా ఇంకా. సో మండే రేపు కావాలంటే ఒక
ఇంకోటి చెప్పండి బ్రో.
రేపు కావాలంటే 1 అవర్ లైక్ కంప్లీట్ చేసేద్దాం. బట్ నీ విష్, యువర్ విష్. ఐ కెన్ కంటిన్యూ బట్ ఐ యూజువలీ డూ ఇట్ ఆన్ మండే అగైన్. దట్స్ అప్ టు యూ.
ఓకే బ్రో. బ్రో
వీకెండ్ కదా అందుకని జస్ట్ ఓకే.